Hello and welcome, guys. Let's just give everything a few minutes to start. And my phone started playing ads. Perfect. Right. Okay. Multitasking here. It is not working. Oh my God. Must be Monday, right? Oh, and my candle did light. How's that? I've got a little new moon candle here because we're about to have the new moon in Virgo. Give me a shout out if you can see me and hear me okay. Hi, Louise. Welcome. I'll just lit my little candle because I'm going to sage my cards as we have little chats before we start our tarot readings tonight. Okay, so yes, it is Monday. At least I got the day of the week right. That's perfect. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Kylie. Hi, Shy. Welcome, everyone. And I hope you did have a good day so far. Let's get this sage cranking. I'll show you what I'm doing so you can see. Yeah, boy. That's starting to smoke nicely now. Need a bit of sage in my life today. Clear away that Monday-itis. Heavy Monday vibes. Hopefully you haven't been all up in any heavy vibes today. Just give everyone a few minutes to jump on. Oh, this sage is amazing. I think I needed this in my aura today. Lovely. And I might leave my little candle lit over there. Get myself organised. Awesome. All right. Chuck my phone over there. Cool. Welcome, guys. My name is Hayley. I am Higher Path Healing. For those of you that don't know me, I'm an intuitive tarot reader and I'm also an intuitive energy healer. I've studied a whole array of different energy healing modalities. If you are interested in what I do, please visit my website, higherpathhealing.com.au. And I've just realised I don't have my little ticker along the bottom, so let's chuck that up. There we go. So down the bottom, you'll see higherpathhealing.com.au, which is where you can find more information about me and book in if you so wish. I do full tarot readings, energy healings, or a combination double session of both. And I also do little priority readings. So you can have a reading from me, personalised, recorded to your email inbox within 24 hours if you have something big come up. So there you go, guys. If I don't get to you tonight, or if you would like a private reading where we can dive deep into whatever your issue may be, then please reach out for that. And follow my socials too. I have them all listed in the video description. So I've got Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I do also have a Vimeo account that I am thinking about firing up again because I haven't posted anything on there for ages. If you would be interested in some energy healing stuff on Vimeo, please give me a shout out as well, where I can do some little group collective healings based on the energy that's showing up. I'm thinking about starting that up again. I actually completely forgot that I used to do that. And then someone really randomly bought one that I did about 8 months ago now, just out of the blue. And I was like, oh, that's right. I forgot I did that. And it reminded me about it. And I think we all really need that at the moment. So let me know if you would be interested in that as well. So I am doing mini readings today. Please, nothing really profound, life-changing, heavy stuff, because I'm only in your energy for a few minutes, and those really big life stuff is best left for some time and for a reading where we can really dive deep into that and honor the energy. So things like pregnancy, major health issues, or major life crisis issues is just very, very big, huge energy to just throw a couple cards down. It's really not honoring the energy. So please keep that in mind. If you'd like a specific answer, ask a specific question. Otherwise, they will be quite generalized, broad answers as well. And I am streaming to a number of different locations as well. So if you see me talking about comments you can't see, that's just because someone from a different stream is commenting, but I can see all of them together. So I can definitely see what you're saying. Please don't spam me your question 10 million times because it just clogs up the feed and makes it hard for me to see everything. We will scroll up and down and I'll select whoever I'm drawn to. And I read for as many people as I can, but there's always a lot of people on. So please don't get grumpy at me if I miss you. I'm doing the very, very best I can. And I will be back next week or reach out for a private session with me. Wow, that was a lot of talking. So let's get this show on the road. So we've saved the cards, and we do have a new moon in Virgo happening tomorrow morning, Western Australian time. So tonight's really it. So we're in the throes of the dark moon at the moment. A lot of people don't really recognise the differences between the dark moon phase and the new moon phase, but there is quite a big difference. I consider the new moon phase to be when you can start to see the crescent reappear in the sky. So at the moment, I would say we are in the thick of the dark moon because it's 0%. You cannot see it if you look up in the sky at all. So it's a real dark moon phase, a phase of a recluse going within to do that really deep inner work and healing. And that's when the seed is planted. And then when that new crescent moon comes back into the sky, that's when the intentions start to grow. So there you go, guys. Jacinta, Michelle, Julia, Hayley, and I've already said hello to you, Shai, Carly, Linda, and everyone else that's jumped on. You can see there's heaps of people on the feed now. So welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's have a shuffle, and let's go for a scroll. Okay. Tina, I'm drawn to you straight up, love. First time, welcome. All right, let's see what we have in store for you, Tina. And please, guys, drop your sun, moon, and rising sign if you know it, or any astro references. Your sun sign is your zodiac sign or your horoscope sign, star sign, whatever you like to call it. Let me know that and any other placements you do know, because we dive a little bit into the astro stuff as well. Okay, Tina, so you haven't written an intention, my love, so let's pull a few general cards for you today. All right. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Deepak. First time visit on my YouTube. Welcome. All right, Tina, let's have a look for you, my love. So you've got some really beautiful, gentle energy here. The first card you've got is Temperance, which is the card of Sagittarius. It's the card of, you've got the 1 foot in the water, the 1 foot on the land. So you've got, part of you's in spirit, part of you's on the earth. So it's that kind of push-pull between the two. Temperance always shows up when you've got spirit guides or spiritual help around you that's guiding you at this time. It's also calling you to access your intuition. It's a card of higher learning. It's a card of exploration, spiritual growth, mental growth. So it is that really a beautiful card of expansion is what comes to mind. And then you've got this coupled with the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups you can see is about like a little tribe going on. It's a card of celebration and coming together with others. So I feel like, I'm not sure where you are at the moment, because obviously there's a lot of people that aren't able to socialize and get out, but I feel like there is a lot of growth around socializing and coming together with others. And it's that really beautiful heartfelt connection and a spiritual connection as well. So you've got those really beautiful cards. There's a lot of purple in these. So that's all about your third eye chakra and even your crown chakra. I'm really drawn to as well with this Temperance card. So really lit up, I want to say on fire intuition at the moment. I'm not sure if that's that Sag energy coming through, and you've also got the sun and the moon here. So it's calling for you to honor cycles and ritual at this time as well. Now, on the bottom of the deck, we do have the 5 of Cups, which is a completely different energy. It is a bit of a card of sadness and sorrow and letting go. So it's like on one hand, you've got this beautiful connection, and on the other hand, there is a little bit of sorrow and sadness coming through. So this is just about processing and allowing that to happen, and, not shutting out those feelings, but just kind of re-navigating them towards more of what you would like into your life, while allowing this to kind of, run its course, but just don't get stuck in that energy, allowing the energy to move and flow as it needs to, and allowing the beautiful new connections to come in. Because if we hold on to this too tight and we're focused on what we've lost, then we can't really see those new opportunities coming through for us. So I hope that makes sense, Tina. One thing I didn't say at the start, if you do have feedback and I'm doing some cards for you, please do type it in the comments, because often it helps steer me and direct me, so I know that I'm on the right track, and often you get more messages. More. And that's what we're all about here, more bang for your buck, right? Okay, so let's have a bit of a look. What else have we got going on today? Okay, I'm drawn to you, Louise Tracy. Let's have a look for you. Okay, so Louise, Sun, Leo, rising Aries, Moon, Pisces. I would love some direction in my business, please. Okay, so you've got a fiery Sun and Moon. Sorry, Sun and rising, and you've got a watery Moon. Okay, so let's have a look, Louise. Let's have a look. Right. Okay, what have we got for Louise around her business? Direction in Louise's business. Oh, I feel like you got something cooking up with your business. I love that. Have you recently restructured what you've done, or have you kind of wrapped something up or concluded something, brought something to a finish? The first card, you've got the 10 of Wands, which feels like a heavy burden. To me, this is kind of, you're bringing those heavy bags home. So you might have felt like it was a really hard slog. You were putting in a heap of effort and you weren't really getting very far. There wasn't a lot of help out there available to you. I feel like you weren't really seen and valued for providing quality in what you were doing. So, it's that feeling of putting in a whole heap of effort and not getting a lot back, not a lot of reciprocated energy. And it might have felt like it was quite hard going to make a breakthrough happen. The next card you've got is the Knight of Wands. So you've got, it's funny that you're a fire, sun and rising, because you've got double fire here. The next card you've got the Knight of Wands. So you can see the difference in this energy, that 10 of Wands moving on to the Knight. So I feel like there has been a bit of a push, or there is a push kind of happening, propelling you out of that energy of the 10 of Wands. It is the completion of a cycle. So when we're in this energy, it can feel like we're really getting nowhere, but we have to go through that process in order for it to close out. And then that with it brings like a renewed energy, renewed passion and stimulation, I want to say. And so really, really beautiful energy to move forward. I'm really drawn to the animals in this. You've kind of got that slow and heavy buffalo or whatever it is, bison-y type animal there. And in the background of this one, you've got that horse that's rearing up ready to go. And that kind of says it all. You've got the burden, which has come off the back, and then you're charging forward with something different. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Empress. So this is all about creativity. She's literally about to birth something into the world, into existence. So this obviously always doesn't mean a physical, like, a baby. So you're not always physically birthing a baby when this card shows, but it's that energy of creativity. Your business is a creative extension of your own energy and yourself. So it's like something's in the oven, something's brewing, something's going to come of this. Really, really beautiful, highly creative energy with that. So really good for manifesting as well. I'm drawn to that moon up in the corner. Feminine energy. So honoring that intuition at this time and acting on that motivation when it happens, and having that clear vision and following that intuition with that motivation to move forward in your business, Louise. But really, really beautiful cards for business. And it's so nice to see that this guy's being left behind, because it does feel like a bit of a hard slog there with that one. And so Tracy, I'm just reading your last comments. Louise Tracy. Wow, exciting. Yes, I feel my passion has renewed. Thank you very much. I'm a healer and created a healing system. How amazing, Louise. Yeah, I feel like you're onto something really good with that. And that's, the drive and motivation you've needed to move forward. So, yeah, perfect cards. Love, love, love that. Love, love, love. Okay. Shy, I am drawn to you for a card tonight, my dear. And Louise said, yes, I'm trying to niche down instead of being a jack of all trades. I hear, girl. I hear. As a healer, it can be a bit of a challenge, can't it? I feel like there's so many healers that kind of just do need to invent their own style based on what works for their energy and the way that they interpret energy as well, right? It's such a, every healer's kind of got their own little niche within what they do. I completely agree and resonate with that as well. Perfect. Okay, Shy. So am I doing a general for you? Just having a little bit of a scroll. I think I'm just doing a general for you, my love. Okay, let's have a look. And Louise said, yes, totally. 100%. All right. Let's have a look for Shy. And Tina has said, thank you for my reading. You're very welcome, love. hope there was a beautiful message that landed in that for you. Okay, Shy, love a card and little Aquarius symbol there. So we've got an Aquarian in the house. Beautiful. Okay, let's have a look for you, Shy. What have we got? If there's any dads in the house, happy Father's Day for yesterday. Give us a shout out if you'd like a little Father's Day reading too. Don't know what made me suddenly think of that. Maybe someone out there is watching. Okay, so general reading for Shy. The first card we've got for you, my love, is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords often comes up when we might be having trouble sleeping. We're having trouble processing something on a mental level, which can lead to some overthinking and anxiety and some toxic thoughts that are kind of on that hamster wheel, just running around and around. And it's really preventing us to being able to connect with our joy, being able to find enjoyment in anything that we do, really, when we're in this state. It's the state of despair, and you can feel a little bit helpless, like you're going to be stuck in this state forever. So I'm not sure what you're going through at the moment. It is a bit of a tricky energy. If you do feel like you're stuck in it, there is some movement and growth happening around you that might feel like it's happening really slowly, almost not at all, but it is happening. You've got the Knight of Pentacles here, which is a really, really slow mover, but he is moving. He does have momentum, and he's got a strategy and a plan, and he's sticking to it. He's kind of moving to his own rhythm at his own pace, his own healing in his own time. He's not fussed about the world around him and everyone trying to rush him. So when you've got these two together, you know, the Knight is moving away from that anxious energy. So if you do feel like you're in a bit of a state of despair, or there's not a really clear way through it, just really trust that process and trust that inner knowing that, you know, you won't be stuck in this forever. Any movement forward is still movement, even if it's a little bit frustrating at the pace in which it's moving, Shy. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knight of Cups. Often this comes up as a bit of a Mr. Romance card. To me, I feel like this might be a person around you. You've got two knights here. I feel like you do have someone around you, or you've got more support than you realise. I feel like this Knight of Cups could even be an angel. I'm feeling drawn to like an angelic presence, or it could just be someone that's really, you know, like a guardian angel energetically for you, that's watching you to care and protect for you, not in a creepy way, but, you know, just someone that's got your back and there to help you. So just maybe be mindful of the help that is available to you, even on that spiritual level as well. I'm not sure if you're still with me, Shy, or if that makes any kind of sense to you, but there is movement, there is growth, there is healing to be had here, and you will not be stuck in this energy forever. And connecting to your heart as well, really important to connect back to your heart and to really process what you're feeling at this time as well, my love. So all the best navigating through that Nine of Swords energy. It is happening. You are making progress. I can feel that stuck in my throat as I'm talking. You are making progress, my love. Shai said, yes, I definitely feel that. Thank you so much. And you're connecting to that heart with that Knight of Cups. And, yeah, maybe doing some spiritual spirit guide or angel meditation, something like that, to help connect you to that divine energy, which like helps anchor us to those higher vibrations. And it does help to shift us out of any of that dense energy that you might be feeling. Okay, have a bit of a scroll. Where are we? Okay, Ayla Yasmin. Good evening, Hayley. I'd love a general reading. Taurus Sun, Scorpio Moon, Gemini Rising. Oh, Taurus Sun, Scorpio Moon. So you were born on a full moon. Very cool. And Gemini Rising. Okay, let's have a look at that. Right, general reading for Ayla. Okay. Right, let's have a look. All right. What do we got here? First card off the bat, you've got the Knight of Wands. So a beautiful card of creative expression, of joy, of, you know, when I see this one, it's always just dancing to the beat of your own drum, connecting to what brings you joy in an individual way, and that real creative spark as well. So beautiful. It's like that feminine energy that's expressed in a really, feminine warrior kind of way. You know, zero shits about what anyone thinks about you, just really going for it and expressing yourself in a really aligned way that's, you know, really nurturing for your soul. The next card, you've got the Hanged Man. So you might have felt like you've kind of got this push-pull energy going, like that yin-yang, masculine, feminine. Because on one hand, it's like you're charging forward with this fire energy, and then this is the energy of standstill. You know, the Hanged Man hanging upside down, suspended. But the thing about the Hanged Man is it's funny. I've actually just been looking into aerial yoga all day, and that's exactly what's happening here. So funny. But it's that suspension that things might not feel like they're moving, but you're gaining a different perspective. You're gaining new insights. You're using your imagination, and it's like you're kind of grabbing all this different information that's available to you intuitively, and you're putting together the pieces of the puzzle, which will heighten your intuition, heighten your perception of the world around you, and then that's going to further fuel your creativity. So it's not as if nothing's happening. There is so much happening beneath the surface on this card, but sometimes it can feel like we're a bit stagnated in the physical world with actually physically going out and creating things. So there might be a lot of fire and passion and enthusiasm, but there might be a lot of spiritual growth, but you might not be seeing it manifest on the physical world yet. You know, this is the kind of energy that comes through when you might have the best business idea in the world, which has huge, huge potential, but it's all up here and it's all, you know, in here, but it hasn't actually manifested into the physical world yet. But you know what? Bottom of the deck, check this out. You've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is anchoring it down to the earth. So if you do have any of those creative, inspired ideas with some passion and motivation behind them, it is a beautiful opportunity for you to be able to anchor this down to earth. The Eight of Pentacles is about repetition. It's about long-term investments. It's about planting those seeds, watering those seeds, putting in the time and effort it takes to grow something on the physical level. So really beautiful cards. You've got that fire, that passion, that motivation. You've got the intuitive insight and the spiritual growth and expansion happening beneath the surface. And then you've got the means to anchor it into your physical reality. So really beautiful combination of cards. I'm really excited for that energy, Ayla. I hope that makes sense for you, my love. I feel excited just talking about it for you. How cool. Okay, let's have a bit of a scroll. Hi, everyone. Hi, Gail. Welcome. Hi, Wendy. Okay, let's have a look. Hi, Arena. I'm drawn to you, my love. Let's have a look at Arena Rose. Hi, Pixie. Hi, Kieran. Hi, Trees. Hi, Jasmine. Okay, now let's jump back down the bottom of the comments. Okay, let's have a look. Right. Need a drink, actually. Whew. Lots of chit-chat. Chit-chat, chit-chat. Oh, dropping cards left, right, and centre. Okay, so general reading for Arena. Let's have a look. Pixie needs a cigarette. I haven't read I just saw you wrote a big comment, love. Don't have time to read that right this sec, but sorry to hear if it's bad enough to need a ciggy, my love. Okay, Arena, so a general reading, please. So Leo Sun, Taurus Rising, Capricorn Moon. Okay, so first card we've got is the Six of Swords. So this is about moving away from something. This is about having to leave the past behind. Often this comes up when we thought we were onto something that was going to last, and then the rug kind of gets pulled out a little bit, and we might feel like we've been forced to move on or forced to make a change that we might not be ready for. So the Six of Swords, it can be a little bit painful, and that does come with that sense of loss about leaving something behind. The thing about the Six of Swords, though, is that whatever you're moving towards is in higher alignment than whatever you're leaving behind. So it's about the lights at the end of the tunnel. You can't quite clearly see it yet, but you need to keep moving in that direction. So it is about moving forward with grace, trusting the process. Yes, you might have some attachment to what you're leaving behind, but trusting the universe, trusting the process, trusting your intuition as it steers you towards this new beginning, whatever that looks like for you. The next card is the Page of Pentacles. So this can be a new beginning. The page often comes through when there is something new being brought to the table. And the Page of Pentacles often comes through when we're talking about things like work, or maybe a financial opportunity, or maybe even a new home, something in that material type realm. And the page is that young energy. So it's has that childlike innocence, which often comes through as a new opportunity for you as well. So whatever you're leaving behind, there's a new opportunity on the door knocking, but just really keeping a check on the stories you might be telling yourself or your belief systems around this. If you're leaving a home behind, what stories are you telling yourself about having to let go? And are you telling yourself stories of lack? I feel like there's some lack energy in this Six of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the Nine of Swords too. So there's so much releasing that has to happen. It's a really potent, powerful healing time at the moment for releasing with the dark moon phase that we're in at the moment. So if you are really feeling like you're in the thick of releasing whatever this energy is, then, just have that faith. Have the faith that something better is around the corner. Opportunity will knock, but you just really need to process the emotions that are coming through around this at the moment, Arena, because there are greener pastures. There is the light at the end of the tunnel. There's that silver lining. All of those metaphors will come through for you, my love. So hang in there and do whatever you can to quiet your mind, to work through the belief systems. I feel like journaling would be really, really beneficial for you. Try to meditate if you can. If you're too busy up here, maybe try some EFT, emotional freedom technique, and get your tapping on. Jump on YouTube and find a good tapping technique which might work for releasing anxiety, or whatever words resonate for you, which feel like you might be able to help navigate through these times, my love. Okay, Arena said that's great. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, let's have a little look-see. What else have we got going on? Welcome, Hayley. Good to see you on here, my love. Hayley would love a card. Cancer, Sun, Rising, Sag, Moon, Pisces. And I'm throwing my cards around in your energy, my love. Ooh, too many cards to read in a mini right there. That's a full reading I just threw down there. Oh, Nicole said, I miss Jess. There was a show where Hayley and Jess would come together and give readings. Jess, the Energy Muse. I know. Yeah, Jess and I are having a little break from doing that one. Jess had a lot on her plate. I think she's still doing her Thursday night shows, but I know she's been away on holiday as well. So Jess should still be around. Hopefully this Thursday she'll be back. So a couple more days. Okay, Hayley, let's have a look. All right, what have we got? Cancer, Sun, Sag, Rising, Moon in Pisces. Let's have a look for Hayley. Okay. So the first card we've got, Hayley, is the Eight of Swords. So you might be feeling a little bit, you might be telling yourself some stories or living out some belief systems at the moment. I always say with this card, it's the illusion. It's a card of illusion, which is Neptune. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got Neptune showing up as the Hanged Man here. So this is really emphasized that it is all about perception. So if you feel like you're stuck in a rut at the moment, it's about really looking at that, looking at where has this energy played out in my life previously? What stories am I telling myself about the situation I might feel stuck in right now? And keep going back. keep unraveling it. Instead of just feeling stuck in it and feeling confined like what's showing up in the energy of this card, getting curious about it, questioning it, saying, is this actually true? Is this a story I've told myself based on something that's happened to me in the past? And really, that's completely a human thing to do because we all base our assumptions on what's happened to us in the past. But it's if we're attaching meaning to these stories that have happened to us, which we don't need to keep playing out from, that's when we can get a little bit stuck in our head around what's going on. The next card that's coming through is Justice. So Justice is the card of Libra, all about that balance. It's about reciprocated energy. So if something smells off, I feel like there might be a situation you might feel like you're not deserving enough, or you might feel like you kind of have to tolerate something that maybe your intuition is guiding you against. Then you really need to address that and bring balance to it, to honour your boundaries. I feel like boundaries are really important at the moment, Hayley. And as I talked about, Neptune came up with that Hanged Man, which to me is just kind of confirming that energy of a bit of illusion that might be happening around those belief systems that I spoke about. So I hope that makes sense to you, Hayley, and just getting really curious about what that energy might be. You don't need to beat yourself up about it, but just kind of unravel a little bit and get curious about your own psyche and the stories that you might be telling yourself around that energy. Okay, let's have a little looky. Moving on. Okay. Okay, so Tara's saying, first time seeing you, hello. Would love a reading regarding my mum, please. Welcome, Tara. Okay, let's have a look for you, Tara. And please remember, guys, especially if you're reaching out asking for a reading, head over to my socials, give me a like, follow, subscribe. And I also do priority readings within 24 hours via my website if you would like to book in for a private reading. And those ones are paid readings. My freebies are all tonight, Monday nights. Okay, so Hayley said, thanks, beautiful, appreciate it. You're very welcome, my love. Let's have a look for Tara, a reading regarding her mum. Okay, Tara's mum. We've got three jump out. There we go. That's your reading right there. Okay, so was your mother a bit of a father figure for you? The first card we've got that has come up is the King of Pentacles, which is often a father figure. You know, it's the boss of the home. Maybe your mum was very proactive in that like stepping up into that role. So maybe she was a real leader in your home life as you were growing up. The next card we've got is the Ace of Cups, which is about having an open heart. So I'm not sure what's happening with your mum at the moment. I'm feeling a bit of tension in my stomach around this. So I'm not sure if there's conflict or if there's, you know, obviously there's something going on, which is why I've reached out for a reading. So the King of Pentacles with that Ace of Cups, it's two very different energy. The Ace of Cups is very open-hearted and very nurturing. And then the next card we've got is a Six of Cups. So these three all jumped out when I was shuffling. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia. It's about looking back. It's about healing childhood happenings that might have been playing on our mind. It is also a card of love and connection though, but it does have that real energy, that real taste of nostalgia to it as well. So to me, this is kind of spelling out a bit of a family dynamic within whatever you're working through at the moment. So it's telling a bit of a story. I'm not sure if this is your mum who stepped up into a father figure or if this is literally your father that's come through as well. I'm just seeing if you've written any comments, Tara, which might help guide me to this energy. And no, you haven't. So whatever's going on with this King of Pentacles, he really needs to open his heart, or she does, whoever the energy this is for. It's about really opening your heart and embracing the journey, whatever's playing out now. If there is conflict in this, it's about being able to only control yourself and your path and your healing journey. So really unraveling and looking back once again to those belief systems that we might be playing out, which we might not need to repeat if they're not serving our highest good around this energy. But really the center of these cards, right smack bang in the middle is this Ace of Cups. So it's a new emotional opportunity, a new beginning. This is also a really big card of healing. So if there has been a bit of a fallout, or if there's a bit of an issue or a health issue, something like that, it is a beautiful opportunity to step into that with an open heart and embracing the journey and letting it unravel in the way that it needs to, releasing any stubborn tendencies that might be playing out or any patterns that might be trying to repeat that aren't serving your highest good. So I hope that makes some sense. Oh, Tara, as I said that, I just read, you said that makes so much sense. Okay, perfect. Done. I'll stop talking. Okay. Let's have a bit of a look. I need another drink. Okay, have a bit of a scroll. Okay, Pixie, my love. I know you wrote a really big spiel up above, my love. And Pixie's a Pisces. I didn't have a chance to read all that, I'm sorry, but let's just pull a general message for you, my dear. And straight up on the bottom of the deck, a little mini pile fell out, and we've got the Five of Swords, so mental conflict, my dear. Okay, Tara, so thank you so much. You're amazing. So are you, Tara. All the best. Okay, so what general message have we got for Pixie around what her angels, guides, anything that's going to help her with her highest alignment? Okay, so we had the Five of Swords, which is about that mental anguish, and it can be about the ego trying to take charge and, run the show. It can be arguments with other people and with yourself as well, like beating yourself up around what you've done or, not being able to let things go. And it often comes through when there's a bit of a lack of compassion for yourself as well. So that fell out as I was shuffling. And the next card, we've got the Ten of Swords. So this is really feeling like, I want to say an ego death might be happening at the moment. The traditional card for this is someone lying down on the ground with 10 knives stuck into their back. So it can feel like a real painful ending. It can feel like we've been really hard done by and that we've been attacked and that, this is the end, this is it. But the thing to remember is that the sun always rises at the end, just like in this card. She's looking out. It's like, to me, this representation is that big energetic release. It's the density leaving the body. It's leaving your etheric field, and, we can send it back with love to source. So to me, this is kind of a message from your angels encouraging you to keep trying to shake off any density that you might be carrying, especially around that mental anguish with that Five of Swords. I keep just wanting to, like what was portrayed in that card, I feel like just like rocking and holding my head. But it's about being able to kind of, and I want to like shake my hair out, like literally shaking it out of your hair, shaking those black crows out of your hair and letting it transmute back to source. If there are people around you at the moment, or if you are seeking outside help, it's a really good time to, okay? And this includes from your spirit team, from your angels and guides. So really doing what you can to connect with that energy and keeping an open heart. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the Four of Pentacles, which often shows up when we are a little bit in a stubborn headspace and really, holding on to things that might not be serving us. And it's blocking our heart as well. When we feel hurt, we go into defensive mechanism and we can shut down and block our heart. So really just keeping an open heart and trusting that process and shaking off whatever dense energy we can. I feel like water, shower, doing the visualization of that dense energy leaving you, and even roughing up your hair and washing your hair and just imagining all of the dead weight, all of the shitty energy that you might be carrying that might be weighing you down. Imagine it washing away straight down the drain. You don't need to keep carrying that. It is gone. Okay, Pixie, so all the best with that, my love. Okay, Tara said 100%. I feel like she's really struggling at the moment. A lot going on, but she always goes back to the past, which I guide her away from. Oh, okay, so that's her with the nostalgia. Keep cycling back. Oh, that must all be her. That Ten of Pentacles, trying to be that rock and I feel like she's just trying to be everything. She's trying to be that nurturing cups energy, trying to hold it all together as the way that, a traditional father figure would, plus looking back. So she's just carrying so much energy. So, yeah, all the best. Sending you and your mum all the love, Tara. Okay, let's have a little scroll. Okay, Kaya, let's have a look for you. Can I please have guidance on the people around me? Are they good for me? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look for Kaya. These guys, big shuffle. Whoops. I didn't want a big shuffle. Sorry, cards. Got some card abuse happening over here. Right, sorry, cards. Let's have a look. Can I please have some guidance on the people around me? Are they good for me? Okay, Kaya. Ooh, you got 2 aces here. And you've got the 7 of Wands. So to me, this is you having your boundaries up. So there is a lot of self-love in this card, but it does come at a cost. You might be so strong with your boundaries that it is a little bit hard to determine what is good and what might not be good. So the thing about this card is that her solar plexus are lit up. So it's like she's stepping into this space of empowerment, but at the same time, it might just be, I'm so good and solid on my own. Do I really need this energy in my life? So that's exactly what I feel like you've asked in this question. So this to me is just a really big confirmation of where you're at. And you can also see her in her bubble as well. So it's like, you know, everything's cool. I've got everything I need within my bubble. Do I really want to go there with something else? And the next 2 cards you've got double aces here. You've got the swords and the cups. So to me, this is a new idea. This isn't like, you know, going out and trying something different. So I feel like you've broadened your horizons a little bit, but now you're kind of questioning, is this what I really want? And you do have the Ace of Cups here. So I would say, obviously, keep listening to that intuition and keep that confidence up. And you don't want to be dismissive of red flags, but this is a really beautiful opportunity to connect with those around you. With the double aces here and having that big open heart of the Ace of Cups, I feel like if you kind of cut ties and disconnect from this, you're going to miss out on a beautiful opportunity for an emotional connection here. I'm not telling you just to throw all caution to the wind and go head over heels into whatever situation you're going through. You still need to have those smarts about you. Still keep that discernment, but don't close yourself down or remove yourself too early. If you are spotting red flags, is it really a red flag or is it you being a little bit picky? I'm not saying that's you, but you know what I mean? It's about, continually questioning that discernment, but having that open heart and being open to new experiences and knowing that, you know, spotting those red flags is part of the journey. So don't allow yourself to, it's about that walking that fine line. And I know exactly where you're coming from with this as well, because sometimes it's just like, is it really worth it? I feel like you're quite intuitive, and so you can see through other people's shit a little bit, which can be a little bit challenging to make connections if you're seeing that in people, but at the same time, you're not really giving the relationship a chance to grow into anything more. So I hope that makes sense, Kaya. I feel like that was a little bit all over the place, but hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down with that. But yeah, beautiful cards. With 2 aces, it's telling you to go for it, but that 7 of Wands is that powerful boundaries card. So just keeping that discernment, but don't letting those boundaries prevent you from connections. I guess that's really what it boils down to. That's what I'm trying to say. Pixie said, thank you so much. I feel everything you have said. I'm going to have a shower now and do what must be done. Thank you, beautiful. You're welcome. Peace out, Pixie. Peace out. Okay. Oops. We've got a card that's flipped up the wrong way here. And it's one of your cards, Pixie, as you're saying peace out. Keep shaking those birds out that hair, girl. Okay, and Vicky's saying, imagine the beautiful white light in the shower flowing over you. Ask Archangel Michael to cut any cords that don't serve you. Beautiful, Vicky. Love that. Beautiful advice for everyone when you have your shower next. Let's all do that. I'll try and remember to do that for myself as well. Showers can be so cleansing for not just our physical body, but for our mental, emotional, spiritual. What the hell was that? Is that a message from Archangel Michael? Oh. Okay, those guys just threw out on the ground. I'm not sure who this is for. We've got the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Swords here. Okay, so I'm not sure who doesn't want to hear what I have to say about a message about heartbreak or pain in your heart. Okay, so someone's going through it. I'm not sure who that's for. But yeah, that 3 of Swords, we're talking about washing things off and cutting cords. This is covered in cords. So if this is resonating with you, have that shower and ask Archangel Michael to come and help assist you in cutting cords to negative energies that are no longer aligned with your highest path and your highest good. These cords need to be cut. So if this is resonating with you and you are feeling like you're stuck and you're unable to get out and you're telling yourself stories about things that aren't serving you, and it's really strongly related to your heart and heartbreak and really viscerally feeling it inside your heart, then this advice is for you. Okay? So that was just a little random, not sure who that was for. Hi Pisces F, yes, I am answering questions on YouTube. I am streaming to a couple of other pages as well. Okay, so let's have a look. Having a bit of a scroll. So yes, Pisces, you can ask a question. I'm just scrolling up and down the feed and I'm just pulling out whoever I am drawn to. Okay. Jasmine, would love a general reading, please. Let's have a little look for you, Jasmine. Okay, so general reading for Jasmine. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Jasmine, I feel like everyone's going through a bit of shit tonight. The first card, we've got the 4 of Swords, which is all about resting, rejuvenation, giving yourself what you need, honouring yourself. The next card, we've got the Tower. So the Tower comes in when something kind of falls in a bit of a heap. It can feel like everything we're working towards has been taken away in an area of our life or in all areas of our life. Sometimes the Tower comes in and just complete wipeout. Other times it's really affecting a certain area. The thing to remember about when this happens, it's got that big lightning coming down, destroying this little home here. It can only destroy what wasn't built on solid foundations to begin with. So it can be a blessing in disguise, but when we're going through it, it can be extremely painful because often whatever the Tower moment is, we thought it was built to last. We thought it was amazing. We might have had a few niggling little intuitive hits that maybe something wasn't quite right, but often we hold on to it and then it gets to that breaking point where it can't sustain anymore. And so it comes in, clears the slate, which can be really painful, but then we can rebuild something that's more in alignment with where we want to be. So it can feel quite painful. It can feel like a sense of loss. If you have been through this, then this period of rest and rejuvenation is really going to serve you well. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the World card, which is Saturn, and this is all about those big lessons. So you might have kind of bringing closure to whatever this Tower is. So hopefully this isn't something that's hitting you right now. Hopefully you've kind of gone through the worst of it because the World card comes up when we're just about there. It's the last card of that major arcana cycle. So take it easy on yourself. This is the time to reflect on what has been and to integrate those lessons that the Tower has brought in for us to clear that slate so we can build something new. So this feels like a really positive Tower in the sense that I feel like you're at the point where you are integrating those lessons to be able to build something new, and then the cycle will come back around again, and then you have that infinite potential to create something new as a result of this Tower moment. So I hope that makes sense for you, Jasmine. So Louise has asked how I stream to YouTube groups and pages all at once. Magic. It's not really. I use StreamYard. So Google StreamYard. That's who I use. There are a few other streaming softwares available where you can stream to multiple pages, and there are various free versions or paid versions as well. So there you go. StreamYard for the win. I wish I could say it was my magic powers, but really I fail a bit when it comes to technological magic. Let me tell you that for free. Okay. Christine just popped up at the bottom there, and I was drawn to you. Must be that Aquarian energy. Aquarius sun, moon, Gemini, Taurus rising. What do I need to focus on at the moment, please? Okay, let's have a look. This guy fell out. Death. Don't focus on the death. Focus on what needs to fall away in order for you to rebirth something new. So you might be holding on to something that's no longer serving you. So if that strikes true to you, what is that? Oh my God. What is it? These major arcana cards just flying out. I've also, you've got two here. Okay. So this guy fell out first, which I'm just talking about. Then we've got the world, who I also just talked about. So you are also coming to the completion of a cycle, integrating lessons, like forging a path forward, what you want to create next. So what should I focus on at the moment? The next card is the Two of Wands. So this is, that didn't want to be held. I just dropped it down the front. You've got the Two of Wands, which literally jumped out of my hand, across my candle, and down onto the floor. So you need to ground your energy down. I can't even hold on to that Two of Wands, which is literally your question about what do I need to do next. It's about looking out. It's a powerful card for manifesting, but obviously it's literally jumping out of my hands. So what aren't you bringing in and grounding down into reality at the moment? I feel like you've got some fear because you're holding on to something that you need to release. Once you can do some release work around what hasn't worked, you're going to be so much more capable and able to draw in that manifesting energy. Because to me, dropping that card, it's like, I want to manifest, I've got this energy, but it's out of reach. It's like it's not quite able to be grounded into reality yet because you're holding on to something you need to release. And there's this cycle that's trying to complete, but it's like it's got that last bit of residual energy that's still holding on. So you're not quite there yet. So this is, I just talked about this in the last cards that I pulled. This is the energy of Saturn. This Saturn is the big bad daddy teacher. He doesn't care about your emotional well-being. He doesn't care about how far you think you've come. He's here to teach you the big, bad, ugly life lessons in order for you to be able to then learn those lessons, integrate the lessons, and step up to your highest potential. He wants you to grow, but at the same time, he's not going to put up with any shit. So it's like if you're aware of something you're holding on to, you have to let it go in order for this cycle to be completed, in order to transcend those lessons, whatever they may be. So I hope that made some sense for you, Christine. So what do I need to focus on? Definitely release work in order to manifest. If you can do some release work around this dark moon that's going to be the new moon in Virgo coming in, that will be so beneficial for you. And I'm just going to grab this card that's fallen about 100 kilometres away. That's the furthest a card that's ever flew out of my hand. Well done. And it's one of the most powerful manifesting cards in the deck. Work with this moon cycle. Work with releasing with this dark moon to build up to that the next full moon that we have coming up. Okay, Christine said that makes a lot of sense. Thank you, beautiful. You're welcome. Anchor in, ground onto that Two of Wands. How funny. Okay, Kieran. I did a shout out to Dads earlier. I'm not sure if you heard. Kieran, would love a card, please. First Father's Day I've spent with my kids in a while. Happy Father's Day. All right, let's have a look to see what we've got for you, Kieran. Okay. All right, so we've got a few repeating cards here now. Just get my things in order. The first card we've got is the Nine of Swords, which has already come to say hello tonight. So you could be feeling some stress and anxiety around something at the moment, Kieran. It can also show up as insomnia or, when we wake up in the middle of the night and we can't stop thinking about that thing we were meant to do and it just keeps playing out. And it's those thoughts that just kind of go on that hamster wheel that we might not be able to ground and fully relax into our body. So often this comes out when we do feel quite physically and mentally exhausted, and then that can spill over into other areas as well. The next card you've got is the Eight of Pentacles. And so this is a very grounded energy. So I feel like you might normally be quite a grounded, stable, able to process those thoughts quite well, but you might be in a bit of a state at the moment where you might be feeling a little bit thrown off or a little bit out of balance. So as I just talked about grounding, really important for you to physically ground. I feel like the earth is your medicine, and spending time in nature and trees and in the sunshine, get out as much as you can. Or if you're not able to physically get out into nature, visualize grounding down. I talked about the shower before, about releasing, dense energy that might be kind of stuck in our field, and about visualizing the water, flushing all of that dark, dense, heavy shit out of our aura so we can feel that little bit lighter and a bit more mentally free from whatever this is, all these stresses that might be I feel like they're kind of attacking that mental state at the moment a little bit, or you might feel like you're a bit mentally attacked, or someone's like coming at you in your ear and you're just like, just stop, So really honoring that grounding energy and connecting back to the earth. This also speaks of self-care. So I don't know why I keep thinking about magnesium, which often can affect our sleep cycles if we're deficient as well. If you don't supplement magnesium, or you're not sure what your levels are, maybe think about that. I don't give medical advice, but magnesium is coming to me, and I know that does regulate sleep and is also so important for our physical body as well, and things like cramping and our bones. There's so much, our heart health, there's so much magnesium can help with. So if that does resonate with you, maybe look into that or seek some advice from a practitioner like a naturopath or something like that as well. The next card on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands, which did come up before as well. So this is about having strong boundaries, and it's about being really solid in who you are, but not being so solid in who you are that you block other people out. So softening that heart while using discernment and having those beautiful boundaries, I feel like is really going to help you at this time. So I hope that some of that lands for you, Kieran, and makes some sense. And happy Father's Day for yesterday. Okay. Jane, moved to another state with my family. Just can't get it all, just can't get it to all come together there. Any help I can't even read this for some reason. I'm so scattered. Moved to another state with my family. Just can't get it all to come together there. Any help, please, would be appreciated. There we go. Well done, Hayley. Reading a second grade sentence. Okay. Let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, so thirsty. I need a good water cleanse too, I think. All right, Jane, let's see what we've got for you around getting it all together with your big move that you and your family have been through. Okay, so let's look at some guidance around your big move. Oh, love. Okay, trust. Okay, things are falling into place energetically, but it might not have kind of filtered down into the physical reality yet. The first card we've got is the Ace of Cups. So this is a beautiful new emotional opportunity. This is having a big, wide open heart. So to me, this is leaning into the experience and fully embracing and accepting where you are, trying to let that resistance fall away. Okay, big moves are so stressful. It puts such a big burden, especially when you've got a family and children involved. But having that open heart, trusting the process. You are where you're meant to be, and things will come together in time. You've got the Queen of Wands as well. So I'm not sure if this is your family. You've got the Queen of Wands, and then on the bottom of the deck, you've got the King of Pentacles. So this could just be, your physical family. To me, with that king looking away, it might feel like you do have a bit of a disconnect from your family. There might be a bit of conflict around the way this has gone down. These are two very strong personalities, so you might feel like you're not really on the same page. And underneath the king, you've got the Seven of Pentacles, and to me, this feels like another person involved. So it just feels like there's people on different pages. It feels like there's no integration of energy as a family unit together. But I feel like everyone is just such big personalities. They're kind of finding their own feet in different ways and trusting that process. It will come together. You've got this beautiful emotional opportunity. So things will get easier. Just lose that resistance and that need to try and control what's happening around you. And I feel like that's going to really help. Okay, all the best with that, Jane. Okay, Janine, drawn to you next, my love. Okay, Janine would love a card if drawn. As I sat in your energy, I just wanted to really chill. Just wanted to sit down and chill. So I'm not sure if that's what you're doing right now or if that's a message for you in itself, just about relaxing and unwinding, taking it down a notch, taking a deep breath. You're very welcome, Jane. I'm just having all of these flyaway cards tonight. I've got all the jumpers in the world coming out. Not sure if I'm just really uncoat shuffling tonight or if the energy is just busting to get out. Okay. Oh, we've got more jumpers. What have we got? Okay, I guess I'll stop shuffling then. Okay, so the first card we've got, Janine, is Justice. So this is the card of Libra. Justice did come out already tonight. So it's a card of balance. It's a card of making things good that may have been out of balance in the past. It's bringing logic. It's bringing reason into situations. It's bringing reciprocated energy into situations. It's seeing things for what it is and integrating all parts of a situation to bring fairness. Okay, the next card we've got is the King of Swords. So this is about mastering the mind, and Justice as a card of Libra is an air sign. Air signs are also the swords coming through as well. So a lot of mental stuff, a lot of thought process going on at the moment. To me, this is mastery of the mind, mastery of thought processes. If you're studying or learning, very, very supportive of that. If you are going through any kind of, I want to say an agreement, making agreements, signing paperwork, leases, legal agreements, sorting out your will, that kind of thing. It's very supportive energy for that. I feel like this might be leading you to close out something that's been going on for a while, because on the bottom of the deck, we've got the World card again. So as I keep talking about, this is bringing things to closure, bringing things to a completion of a cycle there. So there we go. And I just realized I've lost time in a time warp and I've gone over time. So look at that. I hope that helps, Janine. And I'll just pull a group card quickly for everyone. So if I didn't get to you tonight, I apologize. Please head over and like my socials and I'll be back next week. And let's pull a beautiful card. Jane said you're accurate. There are different personalities altogether. Yeah, big time, Jane. I can very strongly feel that. Success. I know there is no greater goal than to love. Okay, so open that big heart to whatever shows up for you this week, and all the best. And I'll see you again next week, guys. Please reach out if you would like to work privately with me. Love you all and have a great week.